Blackstone Audio presents An Honest President, The Life and Presidencies of Grover Cleveland, by H. Paul Jeffers. This book is read by Raymond Todd.
For Stanley Gordon. What is the use of being elected or re-elected unless you stand for something? Grover Cleveland. Prologue. The Big One and the Dude. In the parlor of the graceful old house in Princeton, New Jersey, on Friday, June 26, 1908, no one spoke a eulogy. Not a word was offered in recital of who Grover Cleveland was or what he had done. Ministers of the religion into which he had been born read the simple Presbyterian ritual of burial. An old friend, the Reverend Dr. Van Dyke, read part of poet William Wordsworth's The Character of the Happy Warrior. Then friends and distinguished men who had come to do him this last honor followed the widow and the coffin to the graveside. Among them went the 26th President of the United States. 2 days earlier, in a proclamation officially announcing the passing of the man who had been the 22nd and 24th President, Theodore Roosevelt had said of Grover Cleveland, "As mayor of his city, as governor of his state, and twice as president, he showed signal powers as an administrator, coupled with entire devotion to the country's good, and a courage that quailed before no hostility once he was convinced where his duty lay." They were qualities he had personally witnessed. Theodore Roosevelt had met Grover Cleveland a quarter of a century before, in the New York State Capitol. Roosevelt, a native of the Empire State, Cleveland, a transplant from New Jersey. For different reasons, each had been regarded as a political phenomenon. After training himself as a lawyer, Cleveland had served as Erie County Assistant District Attorney and a sheriff, and had made a name for himself in the rough and tumble of politics as an honest and fearless mayor of Buffalo. Living a happy-go-lucky bachelor's life of hunting, fishing, and frequenting saloons and the best places to eat, he won from the people a landslide election for governor, and from the reporters who covered him, a nickname. And when Roosevelt first laid eyes on the Big One in Albany at his January 1, 1883 inauguration, he understood the sobriquet immediately, for he beheld a lushly mustached fat man who weighed at least 300 pounds. As a brash young Republican political novice with pince-nez glasses, a much more modest mustache, a mouthful of awesome teeth, a penchant for Brooks Brothers suits, and a flamboyant manner.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?